All right, here we go. Rookie season award favorites. Right? Offensive Rookie of the Year, Caleb Williams. Dallas Turner of the Vikings, plus 430. Most receiving yards, Marvin Harrison. And the shortest odds, even money, Caleb Williams. Most passing yards, plus 100 against the rest of the field. So how do we want to do this with the rookies? Let's get Larry Hartstein, Zach Simony in. I'm Eric Casillas. Let's go Offensive Rookie of the Year. Who do you like and why? Larry Hartstein, you're on the clock.
You see Marvin Harrison plus 150 to lead the league in receiving yards among rookies, but 7-1 to win that Rookie of the Year, which has gone to a receiver 2 of the last 3 years. Garrett Wilson, Jamar Chase, and last year C.J. Stroud takes it down over Puka Nacua. But what a setup. A healthy Kyler Murray, a quarterback who has supported a 1,400-yard receiver, and a guy, DeAndre Hopkins, who had 115 catches from Kyler Murray, and who is competing with him for targets in Arizona. I mean, Marquise Brown is gone, Rondale Moore is gone, you have Zay Jones, Greg Dortch, Michael Wilson. I mean, Marvin Harrison is ready to play. They're going to be trailing a lot. We know that because of how bad the defense is. 100 catches could definitely take him down to get that Rookie of the Year award.
What do you say, Zach?
I'm going with Jaden Daniels of the Washington Commanders, 6-1. I do like that play as well. I almost picked Marvin Harrison Jr. 7-1, but he gets put in a great position with Cliff Kingsbury as his offensive coordinator. We know his track record with young quarterbacks. Comes in as one of the top dual threat quarterbacks in the National Football League right off the bat. I could see him being top 3 in rushing yards behind Lamar Jackson and Kyler Murray. We're going to see some exciting open field plays. And this is a Washington Commanders team that, despite having a different starting quarterback each of the last 7 years, they've been solid offensively. Terry McLaurin, a great veteran wide receiver. Brian Robinson Jr. out of the backfield, one of the best pass catching backs in football. They also added Austin Eckler, so he's going to be able to dink that football. I think he's going to have some good rushing ability, and I think the learning curve is going to be quicker for Daniels, being a 5-year starter since his freshman year at ASU. So I'll take a shot with Daniels, 6-1 for Offensive Rookie of the Year.
I'm with you. I like Jaden Daniels. You know this. I said it when he first came out. It was 9-1. It was plus 900. It's coming down to 600. It's going to keep coming down. Look, garbage yards count for this award. And he's going to put up numbers when nobody's looking. They're going to throw it. Right? It's not going to be a run-first team. They have basically given him the keys. And this offense, which we've seen other places, is throw it, throw it, throw it, throw it short, throw it short, throw it short again, and then throw it short again. And they're going to be behind. And if he can give you some garbage yards, especially in the second half of the year, you could look up, and I mean, his teams, I don't think they're any good. They were my number 1 under last year, along with Arizona, and both of them came in under. The yards are too much. I mean, plus 600 for a guy who's, I think, going to lead in stats. I would also go after him for most passing yards, but because he can beat you with his legs, I think his total touchdowns and all that make him a better bet for Offensive Rookie of the Year. All right, Defensive Rookie of the Year. Zach, what do you like?
I'm going with Dallas Turner plus 430 of the Minnesota Vikings. I think they got a steal with the 17th pick after we saw a slew of picks being taken on the offensive side of the football with the first 14 picks. Great size, 6'3", 250, had 8.5 sacks last year with Alabama, 12 tackles for loss. But we know he's going to be put in optimal situations by defensive coordinator Brian Flores, one of the more aggressive coordinators game to game in the National Football League. Freak athlete we saw at the Combine. Tests the highest vertical leap amongst linebackers, 40.5 inches, ran a 4.46 40. I just think that athleticism is going to translate onto the football field right away and give him a leg up against the competition here. Give me Dallas Turner plus 430.
All right, what do you say, Larry?
Well, I like the angle, Zach, on the pass rusher because a pass rusher, somebody who's had at least 7 sacks, has won this award 5 of the last 6 years, with Sauce Gardner being the only exception when nobody would throw at him, even as a rookie. But I'm going to go deeper down the board. You talked about Dallas Turner at 4.46. What about Chop Robinson, a 4.48 40? The second fastest at the Combine, and he also had a historic 10-yard split of only 1.54, the same size, 6'3", 254. extreme burst off the edge. And look at the opportunity down in Miami. Bradley Chubb, serious injury trying to come back from. Jalen Phillips, a serious injury. Probably these guys will not be ready. Christian Wilkins gone. Andrew Van Ginkel gone. You see it there. 4 of the top 5 sackers from last season probably won't be on the field. But this guy, Chop Robinson, will be on the field. I love the fact that when he dropped some weight, he dropped the pork from his first name. He used to be Pork Chop Robinson. He has a great set of skills, and I think if he gets to 8 or 10 sacks, 1,600 plus 1,600 is great value.
I certainly can't argue with either of what you said. Dallas Turner is a guy that I like. I certainly like Chop Robinson as well. I could see me playing Dallas Turner, and then I want to take a flyer. So I'll just go a different way. I'll give you a flyer. How about Nate Wiggins at plus 3,000? He's going to start at corner for Baltimore. They're going to throw at him. And he's good. And they know how to scheme. And he could end up leading potentially the league, or certainly rookies, in interceptions. He's a first-round guy. He's got first-round ability. They're going to have to go at him. And if he just keeps making plays in big spots on a team that could win that division or be the 1 seed on maybe the number 1 defense in the AFC, he could get some looks. And that's plus 3,000. He could be, sort of that, like, instead of pass rushers, the other one is Sauce Gardner. That would be the guy that you'd be sort of looking at. So I like your Dallas Turner. I like your Chop Robinson. Can't argue with either of those. Well done, gents. All right, look, we're all in, right? All our picks in one spot. You go to sportsline.com/join. If you put that promo code in, you get 60% off an annual plan. That's right. 60% off an annual plan, all in. Sportsline.com/join. Sportsline.com/join.